Hi, how you doing? This is Jeff Sinker from SkypeGuitarLessonsOnline.com. This lesson, we're going to be looking at the second song by Ed Sheeran that he's released in the past week. This is called Shape of You. I've seen some versions already on the internet that people have been showing how to play this. I'm going to cover them, and they are the easy guitar method of doing this. But I also wanted to show you a technique that I've seen Ed Sheeran do on some of the live radio shows he's been doing in the past week. I will put the link on this lesson so you can see him perform this. The one I'm going to be featuring is the capital FM version that he's done, but there are various ones out there. He's been very, very busy in this past week since the release. So, let's go through the chords and then let's look at the different strumming actions. Right, the chords for this song. He only uses 4 chords all the way through on this song. Now, I have seen him play this in 2 different keys. Now, the one we're going to be looking at is the key that seems to be the most common that he's using. It does involve some bar chords, so you're going to have to practice this. The second method that I've seen him use just recently, it's all bar chords. But in the one we're going to be looking at today, there are just 3 bar chords. So let's get in, let's just go through the different chords that he's been using on this song. The first chord that we use is going to be a G sharp minor chord. Where to play the G sharp minor? Flat bar across 4th fret. Then 3rd finger on 6th fret on the A and little finger on 6th fret on the D. Next chord is a C sharp minor 7. Now, you put your bar across, and the bar stays in place, in fact, on this 4th fret, but we're going to be moving down, so we're starting the root from the A string, so we've got that C sharp in the bass. And you're going to be putting your 3rd finger on 6th fret on the D and your 2nd finger on 5th fret on the B string. And we get this C sharp minor sound. Now, I have seen on some versions they put it down as a C sharp minor, but when I was watching him play through on some of the radio shows, I noticed that this little finger was off the fretboard. So it's definitely a C sharp minor 7 chord. Then he moves down to a standard E major chord. And then he finishes the actual cycle with an F sharp minor chord. And the F sharp minor, bar across 2nd fret. Then it's 3rd fret on 4th on an A, little finger 4th on D, 2nd finger 3rd fret on the G. So they are the 4 chords that he uses throughout this song. Now, the actual playing, and if you wanted to use the easy method, we are just going to play 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm just doing downstrokes with that. Oh, very simple method. Let's just zoom out so you can see that. Now we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. That's the song. If you want to just play that easy guitar method, you just put the track on and you can play along quite happily with that song using just downstrokes. You can start, if you want, you just bring your own kind of strumming pattern into this, but we are going to be shifting across that 1 and 2, change chord on the 3, back to the next bar, changing chord on the 1, and then finishing up on the 3 count, changing to that F sharp. Now, as I did mention, and we'll zoom in again, there is another version that I've seen out there, and this time he just moves everything up a half step. So we're going to start off on an A minor chord, so it's just the same as that G sharp minor, but just moved up 1 fret. Going down to this D minor 7 chord, and because he's moved up a half step, instead of playing the E, you've got to play an F major chord. going to the bar on the G. Now I did see that version on one of the live shows, so being Ed Sheeran, he can do what he wants. No, but it was definitely a move of a half step. It wasn't a tuned down guitar. Of course, because of this method using bar chords, I can play this in any key I want. So if you want to sing along with it and it's not in the right key for you, just move it up and then you can play along quite happily. So that's how you can play the song, and that's how you can just use it with this easy downstroke. What we're going to do now is look at the technique that Ed Sheeran has been using when he's playing this song on the radio shows this week. Now, this method I'm going to show you first and then we're going to break it down. So, this is pretty much what he's been doing. So what we're going to do to play this, we're going to do it nice and slowly. Easiest way to get into this is you're going to do toe down picks with your thumb. Then you're going to pull the chord and then slap the guitar. So you get this. Down, down, pull, hit. Down, down, pull, hit. Down, down, pull, hit. Down, down, pull. That will start to get you in the groove. Now, as you get more and more comfortable with this, you'll start adding little parts that like Ed Sheeran has been using. One of the things that he does is he moves to the... playing that movement. So he's playing this movement of going. So he's putting them little parts in between it, just doubling up with the thumb, and then I'm sure you'll get out a little bit of practice. I'm sure you'll get there, and you can see him use this method, say on the links that I'm going to be including, where you see him on the BBC Breakfast Radio Show. Well, I do hope you've enjoyed this lesson on The Shape of You by Ed Sheeran. Don't forget, we've already covered Castle on the Hill, and you'll find the link to that beneath in the information section. So until the next time, this is Jeff Sinker from SkypeGuitarLessonsOnline.com saying goodbye and look forward to seeing you all again soon.